Good morning. Happy Monday. And my name is Nika. We're going to flow today with Sputnik Yoga and do some Rise and Shine Yoga. So, streaming today on Zoom as well. So, wherever you're joining us from, hope you're doing well, staying healthy, safe. I'm just going to pin a short comment here so we know the flow and what's going on here for those of us that come in later. And yeah, let's start by just getting ourselves situated on the mat. Okay, on the mat. Here we go. I, for one, am feeling just a new beginning. I think that's what today's like for me. I'm going to situate. Yeah, we're going to be standing, sitting, all that jazz. So I'm going to make sure we're beautifully aligned for our online folks on Zoom. Okay. Hey. Good morning. We're going to do some yoga today, so come on down to your mat. We're going to start. My name is Nika. We're going to crab walk it back. And I'm going to start by sitting up tall, just grounding into your sits bones. Just taking a few breaths here, inhaling, filling your brain, your body fully with air, oxygen, love, nourishment, and letting it go. Inhaling, widening in your ribs, opening up the sternum, widening the space between the clavicle, even breathing into your back body, inhaling, floating and exhaling, letting that go. Another grounding breath in, inhaling as we root down into our sits bones. Lifting taller through the crown of our head, allowing our chin to gently nod down, creating more space in the back of the neck, more length, more opening. And as we exhale, reverse that from the top down. Let's come to our backs. And we're just going to come into our traditional restorative constructive rest pose. So your feet are flat on the mat, hips width apart. And your knees are facing the ceiling, nice and parallel. Breathing here, you can take your hands and place them on your hip bones, feeling the triangular relationship between both hip bones and your pubic bone. So just keeping your hands here, take some deep breaths. Inhale. Filling up your pelvis. Exhale, releasing. Inhale deeply. Exhale, see if you can allow your pelvis to be heavier into the mat, heavy sacrum, heavy head, the whole back body, surrendering to the earth, grounding. You can shift your head side to side, allowing some easy release in the neck. No holding on to excess tension, just let it be. And we're going to rock our pelvis forward to the right, towards our head, and to the left. So if we want to imagine a clock, and we have 12 o'clock right here, we are the clock. So 12 o'clock is our head, 3 o'clock to the left, 6 o'clock down by our feet, and to the right is our 9 o'clock. So let's make sure that when we circle our pelvis, tilting it on each side of the clock, we're really hitting each point in a gentle, fluid way, continuing to breathe into our back body, seeing how heavy we can surrender it. This is a great exercise to release your back if you ever feel like it's jammed up or there's some pain. It's good to do these circular clock-like motions. And we are going clockwise from the top of our head to 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock. One more revolution in this direction. Down and around. See how this gentle opening feels very subtle but quite impactful. And if you have any pain already, this is going to be soothing. So then let's reverse it from 12 o'clock to 9 o'clock to 6 o'clock to 3 o'clock. Circling the pelvis. arriving at each point, infusing our movement with our breath, and continuing these circles in this direction. So we're moving from right to left, counterclockwise. If we are the clock, we're moving from 9 to 6 to 3 to 12, and finishing off with one more revolution here. Just ironing it out front to back. And when you arrive back at center, you can press your feet firmly into the mat, bring them closer to your sits bones, start to peel up your tailbone, pressing firmly down into the mat with your hands and feet. Rise up to a gentle bridge, stretch out those hip flexors, and rippling down slowly with control the way you came. Surrender the heart space, surrender the upper back, middle back, lower back. And again, peeling up the tailbone, relaxing, activating our pelvic floor, suspending, feeling the engagement and the line of energy from our shoulders to our knees. Inhale. Exhale, surrender, soften as we melt back down into the mat. Once you arrive, allow your sacrum to plant down. You can bring your knees into your chest, give yourself some circles, lower back circles. Make sure your mat is nice and supported for you underneath. Vocalize and start to rock and roll, tucking your head in so we feel this crown of the head reaching forward, suspending on our tailbone. And we're going to come all the way to our feet and stretch our legs. Open up your feet, hips width apart, so we're not super wide, but just under the hips, under the shoulders, stacking everything nicely. And we're going to hang out here, swaying side to side like a rag doll, bending your knees as much as you need to so that your belly can rest on your thighs. Flutter your lips. Allow your head to shake no. Yes, you can release the arms down if that feels better. We're going to shift the weight forward to our hands, to our tippy toes, to the heels. Kind of create some circles here just like we did on our back. Let's try the same thing on our feet, feeling how we shift the weight from the left foot to the right foot and reverse that. Very gentle, easing into the body. We're going to bend our knees, allowing the pelvis to drop. You can have some gentle traction in the back of your skull if that feels right. Stretching out the back of the neck, stretching out the middle back. Exhale, bring the sits bones to the sky, head down to the mat. Bending the knees this time, rolling up, heavy head. 6, 7, and we're going to walk our big toes to touch. A little space between the heels. Inhale, rise. And bring your hands to heart center. Take a moment here, set an intention for your practice. Grounding. Closing your eyes, dropping the chin. Again, lengthening the back of the neck. Raising the crown of the head to the ceiling. And firmly planting your feet into the ground. Widening in the back space, breathing into the ribs. And this is a great opportunity to open your heart, roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Set an intention for today's practice, for the week ahead, whatever you want to focus on, whether that be completing some projects around the home space, perhaps initiating a new feat in your business, perhaps starting a new business. Perhaps it has to do with your relationship development. Whatever it is, that's great. Just come to mind. Be intentional. What do you want to work at? What do you want to work on? And finding a tool that you can use to guide you through your practice, such as being ever present with your breath, or just allowing yourself to be where you are without judgment. Those are all fabulous intentions. Let's come to be in our body, arrive here and now. Inhale. Exhale, sweep the arms down. Inhale, overhead, grabbing the left wrist with the right hand. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, up and over to the right, stretching out the left side body. So really opening up our side, breathing into it. Inhaling. Exhaling. Sending breath into the intercostal muscles between the ribs and center. Plie, bend your knees and stretch them. Reassess. Grab the right wrist with the left hand now. Inhale, lengthen. Feel that whole right side body stretch as we arc up and over to the left, like a banana. Inhale. Exhale, gently shifting your hips to the right, creating more room here for stretch, for possibility, for length. Inhale. Exhale. Staying grounded. Pouring more weight into the left foot. Inhale. Exhale, center. Swing it out. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Cross them overhead. Exhale, down. Again, sweep the arms up. Facing the top of the mat. Exhale, down. Dive over. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, planting the hands. Step it back right and left into our plank position. We're going to hover here. Circle from left to right, shifting our weight from our right hand to our left hand, the left foot to right foot, engaging the abdominals, keeping the ribs engaged, keeping them knit together. So really engaging the upper back, widening that space, not crunching, and long crown of the head in opposition with the heels. And then switching the circles from our left hand to our right hand, right foot to the left foot. You're starting to feel the work it takes here to support your body weight. Starting to feel the burn, but breathe through it, releasing the knees down, bending the elbows at the sides. Inhale, lift, baby cobra. Bending the elbows down. Come back through child's pose. Take a deep breath here. Stretch out the back body. Surrendering the forehead. Inhale. Exhale. Come back to all fours now. Take a gentle cat-cow. Inhale, up. Exhale, in. Inhale, lift the heart space through, tucking the toes, gazing upward. Exhale, carve out the spine, belly button scooper. Imagine you're scooping out your belly button with an ice cream scooper. Inhale. You're molding the space. Exhale. Hollow out the abdominals here. Inhale, breathe, releasing the belly button to the mat. Sits bones splay behind us, and here we go. They tuck together, come closer as we arc. And now create some free movement. I always like to incorporate some juicy freedom into our flow. It's not always going to be by the book and structured. I think it's good to listen to your body's calling. What do you need today, right now? Change your focus around. Continue breathing, feeling what's good for your body right here, right now. Tucking the toes under, inhale, exhale, hover the knees. Breathing here, inhale, exhale. Feel really supported, planting your hands down into the mat, engaging your belly button to spine, and start to twist left, right with the knees. Working those obliques a bit, a few times, and then come back to center. Inhale. Exhale. Keep it up. Inhale. Exhale. Send your hips up. Planting those feet down. Heels grounding down. Hips high. Inhale. Lift the heels. Walk it out. Walk out your dog. This is the first time perhaps that you're walking it out today. So you can put more weight into the right leg. Shift it into the left. I like to gently sit into the hip, but not so much that we hurt ourselves. So just be mindful of where you're at, what you need. Open up the side body. Planting the heels down. Take a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Let's all take an audible ha on the exhale. Inhale. Sealing our lips. Ujjayi Pranayama. Let's breathe in a deep oceanic breath, like the tide rushing in and out. Inhaling, sealed lips. This breath will guide us through our practice, lifting our heels, gazing forward, rippling forward into our plank position. Chaturanga, bending the elbows at the sides, Inhale, up dog. Open your chest, open your heart. Exhale, tucking the toes, down dog. Breathing in and out. Sending the right leg up. You can open the hip, bending the knee. Allow your leg to open up as well, but trying to keep your shoulders nice and square. Circle out the ankle, both directions. Nice little hang. Open the pelvis and stretch and parallel that leg and bring it through the hands. We're going to stretch it out here. Inhale. Exhale, releasing the left knee down. Untucking the toes, releasing the head, the crown of the head heavy to the ground. Still feeling the engagement of your belly button towards your spine. Stretching out our left hip flexor. Planting the right hand down. Inhale, lifting the left arm up, opening the side body. Arcing around, circling to the right. Inhale, breathe up. Open your heart to center. Exhale. Planting your hands down, we're going to tuck the back toe and make a shorter stance, a parallel fourth position. Shifting the weight front and back, flex the front foot in parallel and turn it out from the hip, releasing the head heavy. Again, parallel and turn out. Nice flex. You can also grab the bottoms of your feet, the ball mounds if that feels good. A little extra stretch for the calves and the back side of the leg. And shift it forward. Long lunge. We're going to walk out that front foot to about the width of the mat. Turn it out. And if you'd like to come down to your forearms and rock front and back, this is a great way to open up the hips. You can also stay up higher if you like, or use a block if this is still too challenging or inaccessible. Listen to your body. Feel what you need to feel for yourself today. I like to come down a little bit lower and lift the inner arch of the foot. As long as I'm planting the outer edge, I'm safe and protecting my knee. So listen to your body. Rock in front and back. Planting the hands back, walking the foot back to center. We're going to slide that back leg up again to a wide, narrow fourth position, parallel. The hips are square, shoulders are square. We're going to bend on our knees, tap to the mat, and stretch. The sits bones high. Lift the heels up on our tippy toes, and down the heels go. So we bend for 2, stretch for 2, lift for 2, down for 2. Strengthening our legs, feeling the stretch in opposition, feeling the crown of the head drawing down, the sits bones drawing up, elevating, descending with control. One more time. And stretch. And one last time. Let's send our leg back. Again, release the toe. You can choose now if you want to reach back and grab your foot for a nice quadricep stretch. You can also come down to your forearm. Spiral around, opening up the legs. Breathing into this stretch. Feeling the smooth, soft release and allowing your breath to be your guide. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhale, exhale, release. Bringing your hands to frame your foot and spring your back leg to the front, halfway lift. Inhale, exhale down, sweep the arms up and over. Rising overhead, baby back bend. Come through heart center, press the hands down. Inhale up, exhale, sweep down. Diving down, inhale, half lift. Exhale down, step, float, bend the elbows. Chaturanga, up, dog. Tuck the toes, down dog. Hips high, heels low. Feeling the whole back side of the leg stretching out. Inhale with the elbows. Bend the elbows to the side, bend the knees. Parallel the elbows. Push the hands away. Send the hips higher. Send the heels down. Again. Inhale, lifting those heels. Bending the elbows to the sides. Bending the knees. Parallel the elbows. Push away the hands. Gliding the scapula down the back. Stretch the legs. And release the heels down to the ground, trying to keep the hips as high as they were. Inhale. Exhale. Ripple forward to our plank position. 3 push-ups, down and up, sending the heart down and up through the hands. Down and up. Chaturanga, up dog. Breathing in. Exhale, tucking the toes, downward dog. Another cleansing breath here. Inhale. Make some noise. Inhale. Sigh it out. Good. Now lifting up your left leg. Inhale, open that hip up. Circle out the ankle. Bend the knee. Do what you need to do to feel good and juicy and open here. Circle that ankle in both directions. Nice and wide, nice and long, nice and open. Reaching the toes further. And now coming to our parallel, square the hips off. Bringing the knee to nose and stepping through the hands. Inhale. Lengthen out the back leg a little longer. Exhale, release the right knee to the ground, untuck the toes. Release the crown of the head heavy down to the mat. Engaging the belly button to spine. We'll increase the stretch. Inhale. Exhale. Planting our left hand down. Inhale, lift up the right side body. Arcing up and around in a semicircle. Stretching the right side, the hip flexor, the side body. Circling around. Inhale, lift through the center. Pressing down into the mat, squeezing our midline. Opening up the heart. And again, tuck the toes back. Inhale, spring to a parallel narrow fourth position. Rock the weight front. Rock it back. Flex the front foot in parallel. Crown of the head heavy. Turn out the front foot. And parallel. And turn it up. Feel how the stretch changes when you turn it out, where it comes from. Keeping everything nice and square. Rocking front. And back. Walking our front foot out, and you can come to your forearms or stay up on your hands if that's preferred. Rock front and back. Crown of the head still stays long, going forward. Heels anchored, reaching to the back. Inhale. Exhale. You can do this again, going up. Send your heart through. Rock front and back. Inhale. Exhale, modification of a lizard. And walk your foot back to the center line. Spring your back leg up into a parallel fourth position. We're going to do the same thing we did on the other side, bending both knees down to the mat. Stretch to the mat, keeping our hips square. Lifting our heels and returning them down. Again, bend for 2. Stretch for 2. Elevate for 2. Down for 2. Feel how this is strengthening and stretching at the same time. A dynamic stretch. Keep breathing. Keep focused on whatever your intention was that you set out at the top of the practice. What do you want to work on today? What do you sense in your body? Bend and stretch. Last time, elevate and down. And again, send the right leg all the way back. Breathing, sending it long, extending the space here in the right hip flexor. Releasing the right knee down, untucking the toes. And now it's your choice if you want to reach around. Left arm grabs the right foot. You can choose to come down to the forearm or stay up on your hand. Spiral around, gazing upward to the back wall, and stretch. Breathing. Inhale. Exhale. See if you can release a little more, nourishing all the tissues, the fibers, the muscles of the body, opening up the quadriceps here. Feeling the heat that we've created in our body. Inhale. Exhale, release. Bringing the weight back to the back foot, framing the front foot with our hands. Bring to the top of the mat. Again, come out to our hips width apart, ragdoll. Sway side to side. Planting the left hand down, bending the left knee. Spiral up the right side body. IT band stretch on the right. Circle the wrist to the right and the left. And bounce down. Other side, plant the right hand, bend the right knee, peel up the left side body. Inhale, gaze up at that left hand, circling the wrist. First one direction and the other. And we're melting down. Take a nice deep bend and stretch. Bring our feet closer together. Inhale, sweep the arms up and bring them down to heart center. Take some deep breaths here, grounding in to the floor. Inhale, exhale. We're going to stand on our right leg, bring our left knee in, give yourself a standing knee stretch. We did circle our ankle already, but if you want to give yourself a few extra rotations here, go right ahead, give yourself some love. And you can take that heel and place it in the crease of your upper inner thigh. You can also place it below the knee, but just not on the knee itself. Take a deep breath here in tree pose, pressing into the floor, pressing into your leg with your foot, and reaching out of the crown of your head. So you can also bring your arms up overhead in a steeple grip with our index fingers pointing out and our thumbs crossed. Feeling the length. Breathing. Close your eyes if you like, and you can also expand and open the branches of your tree. Lift your heart if you want an extra challenge. Closing your eyes is definitely a challenge. I'm doing it and I'm like, whoa. You know, it's a challenge for our balance. Our vision is quite integral in finding our balance, but there are other ways. So how do we adapt? How do we become more evolutionarily diverse and stronger and, more receptive to these different ways of working? And let's join our hands together overhead if you were expanding your branches, bringing the palms down through prayer, back to heart center. Inhale. Exhale. Let's take that same leg, home stretch. Reach for the outer edge of the left foot with the right hand. Inhale. Exhale, spiral back. Reaching for the back wall, gazing back. Flexing in that front foot. Bending the bottom knee. See if you can reach on the other side of the foot. And opening our leg to the side. You can also choose to do this yogi toe lock and have the grip be taking your index and middle finger under your big toe, flexing the foot to the side. And you can have Gyan Mudra, your index and your thumb points touching. But whatever you decide to do, come back to center. And release. And other leg. Bringing the right leg in and up. Hugging your shin. Circling out the ankle a few more times. And we'll do the same thing here with our tree pose. So planting our heel in the upper inner thigh. Hands come to the heart. Inhale. Exhale, finding a drishti, a point in front of you that is a non-moving point of focus. This will help with your balance. I know I'm looking at you, the screen, but for you, you can look at me. I could be your non-moving point, but ideally a point on the wall, something that doesn't shift. You can bring your hands up if you branched them or lifted them up into steeple grip on the other side. And if you feel your tree sway side to side, that's good, that's fine. Just adapt to where it is. Inhale. Exhale, open up. Expand your branches. Breathing here. Closing your eyes if you'd like an extra challenge. Feel how that might shift the balance. Makes you sway side to side, and also notice how the sides may be different. And then joining the hands overhead in prayer pose, sliding them down through the midline to heart center. Keeping an open chest, open heart. Inhale. Exhale. Let's bring that leg back up. We're going to take the left hand, reach for the outer edge of the right foot now. Stretching the right arm back. Inhale. Exhale. See if we can bring our gaze to the back hand. This is a challenging posture. Inhale. Exhale. Feeling the IT band stretch here. Really kicking forward, flexing both sides of the feet evenly, bending the front knee, reaching for the inside edge of the right foot, opening the leg out to the side. Breathing here in this openness of the pelvis. You can also choose to do our yogi toe lock, which would be our index and middle finger around the big toe. Flexing through, opening up our center, our side body, dropping our sits bones, reaching our heart forward, breathing in this expansion and openness. And with control, slowly bring the leg back to center, bending the bottom knee. And good, you're done. Sweep the arms up. Beautiful work. And down. Open your legs again, about hips width apart, roll all the way down. Giving your back some nice release. Take a little shake of the head, yes and no. Walk your feet out even wider. And sway it out, swing it out, side to side. Plant your hands down, bring your heels in, bending out at the side, so turning out from the hips. We're going to be here in our second position, lifting the left heel and down, keeping our sits bones down, our tailbone down. Our right heel and up. You can keep your arms in front of you, in front of your belly button. You can open them up to the side. An extension of the back. The arms are coming from the back. And we're just alternating, lifting the right heel and the left heel for a moment, feeling this burn. And we're going to lift both heels, pulsing. See if we can stretch the legs, open the heart, gaze up. Release the heels down with control and reverse it. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, arms coming overhead. And releasing the heels down, flexing them. Walking it back to center. Feet together, roll down. You can bend your knees as much as you need to. Weight into the hands, shifting so you can be cross-legged, sitting back on your mat. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down, and rub your hands together. Inhaling and exhaling, feeling the warmth of your body. Bring your hands to heart center. Reigniting your intention. What did you set out to do for yourself today? Inhale. Exhale, pressing your thumbs into your sternum, pressing your palms into one another, keeping your heart space open, your head lifted, your chin gently dropped, nodding down so we have more space in the back of our neck. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your intention to mind. Closing our practice with one Om. We're going to breathe together. Inhale. May you go forth with a beautiful week ahead, full of strength, flexibility, integrity, and courage. May we continue to grow, educate, inspire, and stay humble. The light, beauty, and truth in me honors the same light, truth, and beauty in you. Thank you for joining. Sat Nam. Sat Nam, truth is my identity, so may we go forth speaking our truth, living our truth, and staying strong. Strong, flexible, resilient, curious. Let's be curious. It's very important. Okay, so thank you again for joining me. And again, my name is Nika. I'll see you again. Have a beautiful day.